Hello guys, welcome back to our channel Dr. Mom. This particular video is a part of our series Montessori at Home, wherein I discuss about the different easy ways that we can transition our homes into a Montessori inspired way. If you are new here, kindly hit the subscribe button to stay updated for all different videos in Montessori, creative parenting and much more about how you can easily homeschool your tiny toddlers. Also, I would like to share with you for the past 6 months or so, we have been conducting workshops for parents across the globe wherein I discuss about how you can transition your homes into a Montessori aligned way. If you would be interested in taking any of this workshop, you can comment below here or you can ping me on my Instagram handle Dr. Maliha Saman, the link of which is mentioned on the description box below. These workshops will take you through a tour of the child and how the development happens and everything about the sensitive periods, the transition, the different activities, how to set up your Montessori home, how to set up your playroom, the different shelf activities and much more. It is a 2-day workshop and a lot of handouts will be given out to you for further reference. So that's it about the workshop guys. So let us get back into the video wherein we are discussing about the birthday celebration in a Montessori aligned way. Thank you. Hello guys, welcome back to another live. I put in a question there on what you wanted to know about the birthday celebrations on the Montessori aspect way, like what are the philosophy behind the birthday celebration in a Montessori setup. Have you ever wondered how exactly the birthday celebration started, or have you ever come across or read across anything of how exactly birthdays are celebrated? So many centuries ago, this pagan system is where they believe that when somebody is born, an evil spirit is born along with the person who is born. So every year what they do, they set up candles and they blow the candles, sending off the evil spirit. They believed the birth of a person or a human being also invokes the birth of an evil spirit along with that person who is attached to that person, and this person is always around with that spirit. So especially on birthdays, these spirits come close to them. So to wear off those spirit is when you set up the candles and try to blow the candles or flames. So that was the actual system. It is just the various theories and literature behind exactly how all this started. And coming to Montessori concept, what exactly and how do we celebrate birthdays? In Montessori, we believe in introducing any concept to the child in a very concrete way and not in an abstract way. So if you see an birthday is celebrated, there are an occasion where you celebrate life, joy, happiness all around, and you make the person feel very blessed and very joyful on that particular day. So that's about birthdays, and it is a very abstract concept for the child. They can just associate birthdays to cake cutting and birthdays to celebrating and getting gifts and throwing down parties and things like that. In Montessori setup, what ideally is done, it is generally followed in a Montessori classroom, and I'm not sure how many of us can follow it in our homes, but it is a very simple small ceremony wherein anyone can try it out. So it all begins with this basic concept of bringing in the concrete form of explaining to the child what exactly happens during 1 year or the passage of time when the child is from birth to that many years that he's celebrating their birthday on. So what exactly they do, they lay out a rug or a mat or probably any place that you want to celebrate in your hall or in your playroom or anything. You depict something that can represent light and heat, something that represents the sun. So you can have candles, or you can just have any kind of light or a source of anything that depicts that this is the origin of meaning of sun, and from here is where you can get light, and the earth revolves around the sun, and when you complete 1 year of your life, the earth has revolved 1 year around the sun. So you keep a center thing, like you keep a candle or any kind of object, or you can even make craft items for sun, and you can just keep it in the center, and around you can keep, for very small kids, you can keep 4 distinct areas representing seasons, because kids know what seasons are, like summer, winter and autumn and spring. So you can just divide it into 4 segments and keep 4 seasons. Or if the kid knows about calendar months, then you can just have January, February, you can just have it all that written and just kept down on the floor. And the birthday child can be handed something that represents the earth, planet earth. So you can give them a globe or a blue ball in which you can have green color paintings or anything that represents planet earth for the child to understand that the earth revolves around the sun for one full year, for the child to complete 1 year. So the child is made to stand at the birth month, or in particular if the seasons that you are trying to explain to the child, like you were born in summers, you were born in spring, so anything that works out for your child depending upon the age and their understanding. So for example, my kids are born in July and August, so we can make them stand in the July month, and then you start singing a song. It is not necessarily a birthday song like happy birthday to you. You just try to sing a narration wherein you explain that the child, the earth moves around the sun, the earth moves around the sun, and now you are one. So that is how you begin. The child stands in July, and as the people around start to sing this birthday song, not exactly birthday song, but something like this, the child can just revolve around each month. Like from July, he will walk into August, September, October. He makes one full circle and then comes back to July, and that is when you will then, now Ahyan is one, now Mizan is one. So you just sing according to their birthday, and you hand over them pictures and memories when they were 1 year old. And for older kids, what they do in elementary school, they ask the parents to send across photos of the children's birthday or milestones, and you can discuss those things like at 1 year, or 2 year, or 3 year, what the child was able to do. So this is what we do, asking questions and sharing their memories of life and how they have grown over a period of time. So if a child is 4 year old, they just move around the circle for 4 times. At the end of that circle, we say the child is now 4 years old. So this is how they form a complete circle. You explain the concept of passage of time in a very concrete way as possible, and explain to the child how it takes one full year for the earth to revolve around the sun, and that is when the child turns from 0 to 1, 1 to 2, and so on. So this is very concrete for the child to understand. You celebrating, you are not making it very flashy for the child to associate birthdays with just cake cuttings and birthdays with just candle lightings and things like that. You make the child feel loved, understanding, and make the child feel what is needed for them, what happens on their birthday, and recalling past events of birthday. We call this in Montessori celebration of life. The birthday is celebrated as like celebration of life for all the the years of life the child has lived, and you try to bring those memories back. You can take it, you can start with kids as early as possible when they can understand. So we were trying to start it this year, so inshallah we'll be doing it this particular year for them to understand the concept of revolution and how you can associate it to their birthdays. So this is it about Montessori and birthday celebrations, guys. So it is not very you don't throw out big parties and all these themed things. So I'm not against any of it. It is each one's individual perspective. I just wanted to bring light to how it is celebrated in the Montessori thought process way, because I had a lot of questions since the time I posted the story of our cake, like how we are not very much in for cake cutting. In Islam also, we do not believe much in birthday celebrations. It is like I said, it is a culture of pagan, so we do not follow pagan cultures. And to each of our religion, to each of our cultures, we have certain aspects of celebrating certain occasions. But the history of how birthdays form, this is the true history, and you can just divert it into a more concrete way for the child to understand. So this is how they do it in a Montessori school setup. I do not know when our kids can go to school and back to Montessori school if possible in near future, and when all this can be incorporated. So but you can try it from your own homes. If the child can understand, probably 4 year, 5 year old is an ideal time to start this kind of a celebration. And then we can exchange gifts with the child, make the child feel loved and very special on this special day. And ending this live with a disclaimer that this live was not intended to hurt anybody of any feelings for any culture or customs that you follow. I just wanted to throw light upon how birthdays are celebrated in a Montessori inspired way. So if you have any doubts or any queries, can post me here in the comments. Have a happy weekend. Take care. Bye bye.